Hello, class. Today, we are going to explore one of the most fascinating creatures in the water, the fish. We are going to have a fun activity entitled, Which Fish Am I? I will give you some clues about a certain fish, and your job is to guess which fish I'm describing. Raise your hand if you know the answer. Are you ready? 1. Clue. I have a big triangular dorsal fin, many sharp teeth, and I'm one of the fastest predators in the ocean. Which fish am I? 2. Clue. I am colorful, small, and I live among sea anemones. I became famous in the movie Finding Nemo. Which fish am I? A sea anemone is flower-like ocean animals with stinging tentacles. Even though they look like plants, they are animals. Clue. I have a beak-like mouth that I use to scrape algae off corals. My name sounds like a kind of bird. Which fish am I? Benefits of parrotfish in the ocean. By keeping algae under control, parrotfish help corals grow strong and healthy. When parrotfish eat coral, they crush it with their teeth and poop it out as fine white sand. One parrotfish can produce hundreds of pounds of sand every year. Parrotfish are like the gardeners of the reef. They clean, protect, and even help create new sand for our shores. 4. Clue. I can puff up like a balloon when I feel scared or threatened. Which fish am I? Fish. Pufferfish can grow up to 3 times their size when they puff up. If someone eats it, they may feel nausea, dizziness, or numbness around the mouth and face. Many pufferfish contain a powerful poison called tetrodotoxin, which is dangerous to other animals, and even humans. If people eat pufferfish carelessly, they can get very sick or even die. Great job, class. You see, each fish has different body parts that help them survive in the water. Today, we'll learn about these parts of a fish and their functions. By the end of our discussion, you should be able to 1. Identify the different parts of a fish. 2. Discuss the function of each part. 3. Explain the importance of familiarizing yourself with the different parts of a fish and their functions. Before we proceed to our topic, let us first answer a short pre-test to check what you already know about the components of fish. 1. Thin, horny or bony plates protecting the skin of fish. A. Fin, B. Scales, C. Head, D. Tail. 2. This is the only fin attached directly to the spinal cord of fish. A. Fin, B. Scales, C. Head, D. Tail. 3. Gills are necessary for underwater life of fish because A. The oxygen from water, they correspond to the forelimbs of other vertebrates. B. It allows them to breathe underwater. C. Fish move using a wave-like motion of their body. D. Fish have 2 gills on both sides of their head. 4. This helps the fish breathe underwater. A. Pectoral fin. B. Gills circa dorsal fin. D. Mouth. Another term for tail fin. A. Pectoral fin. B. Caudal fin. C. Dorsal fin. D. Triangular fin. Here's the answer key 1. B. Scales, thin horny or bony plates protecting the skin of fish. 2. D. Tail, caudal fin, the only fin attached directly to the spinal cord of fish. 3. B. It allows them to breathe underwater. Gills are necessary for fish survival underwater. 4. B. Gills, the organ that helps fish breathe underwater. 5. B. Caudal fin, another term for tail fin. In this lesson, we will learn about the components of a fish, such as its head, body, tail, gills, fins, and scales. We'll also discover the functions of each part and why they are important for the fish's survival. Fishes are among the most popular species in oceans and other aquatic systems. They are known for their scales, gills, and fins. All fish are vertebrate animals that live in the water. Fishes vary widely depending on their habitat, saltwater or freshwater. As you can see in the slides, here are the parts of the fish. Each part has a special function that helps the fish survive in water. Let's start with the fish head. Located at the front of the body. Contains the eyes and mouth. Eyes. Rounder than in mammals because of the refractive index of water. Fish focus by moving the lens in and out. Mouth. its shape provides a clue to what the fish eats. A larger mouth means it can eat bigger prey. Did you know that fish can see in almost all directions without moving their heads because their eyes are positioned on the sides? And fish can't blink because they don't have eyelids. Next is the body, divided into head, trunk, and tail, though divisions are not always visible externally. Houses the organs and supports the fins. Tail, caudal fin, the only fin attached directly to the spinal cord. Main source of propulsion, movement. Fish swim using wave-like motions of their body, with the tail amplifying this motion. The tail is the fish's engine, pushing it forward through the water. Gills allow fish to breathe underwater by extracting dissolved oxygen from water. Most fish have 4 gills on each side of their head. Fish breathe by taking oxygen from water using their gills, just like we use our lungs for air. Dorsal fin, an unpaired fin located on the back, helps keep the fish stable in the water. Example: the tall triangular fin of a shark or killer whale. Fins don't just help fish swim, they also help them balance and steer, like the wheels of a car. Pectoral fins, a pair of fins located on either side, just behind the head, help the fish control direction and balance. They correspond to the forelimbs of other vertebrates. The paired pectoral fins, located on the sides of a fish near the gills, act like a fish's steering wheel, or brake, enabling precise maneuvers like hovering, turning, changing speed, and even moving backward. Scales, small, thin, horny or bony plates protecting the skin of fish. Typically overlap to provide protection and flexibility. Lateral line of fish, a special sense organ found on the sides of a fish's body. It looks like a thin line running from the head to the tail. Sense if a predator or prey is nearby. Swim together in schools without bumping into each other. Navigate even in dark or murky water. It helps fish detect vibrations, pressure changes, and movement in the water. In short, the lateral line is like the sixth sense of fish that helps them survive in their watery environment. Very good, class. We are done discussing the basic parts of the fish. Now, let us see what you have learned. Please get your quiz notebook and answer the post-test. Directions. Read each question carefully. Choose the best answer. 1. Which part of the fish mainly helps in steering and balancing during swimming? A. Dorsal fin. B. Pectoral fin. C. Caudal fin. D. Scale. What is the main function of the caudal fin? A. Protects the fish from predators. B. Provides the fish with oxygen. C. Acts as the main source of propulsion. D. Helps in sensing food in water. 3. Why are fish scales important? A. They allow the fish to breathe. B. They help the fish move faster. C. They protect the skin of the fish. D. They store food for the fish. 4. Which part of the fish works like the lungs of land animals? 5. If a fish has a large mouth, what can we conclude? A. It can only eat small prey. B. It does not need gills. C. It can consume larger prey. D. It uses the mouth for balance. Answer key, post-test, 1. B. Pectoral fin. 2. C. Acts as the main source of propulsion. 3. C. They protect the skin of the fish. 4. C. Gills. 5. C. It can consume larger prey. Fun facts. The patterns on some fish scales are so unique that they work like fingerprints. Fish use nostrils, nares, are not for breathing like in humans. It is used to sense chemicals in the water, helping them find food, avoid predators, and even locate their spawning grounds. Fun fact. Some fish, like salmon, can detect the smell of the exact river where they were born and use it to return there to lay eggs. Remember, fish are cold-blooded animals that have fins and a backbone. Gills are very important for fish because they allow fish to absorb oxygen from water and release carbon dioxide, helping them breathe underwater. Fins are a special feature of fish that give them the ability to move, turn, and stay balanced in the water. Unlike humans, who are warm-blooded and keep a steady temperature, stays the same, even if it's hot or cold, cold-blooded animals depend on sunlight, shade, or water temperature to stay comfortable. Activity. Let us see what you have learned. Directions. Study the diagram of the fish. Choose the correct part of the fish from the word box and write your answers in your quiz notebook. Any questions? Thank you.